Hello dear students. In the previous class we have done series, parallel and mixed arrangement of cells. Okay. Now we come to some numerical based on the arrangement of cells. Okay. Today is the 8th lecture of electric current. So we are coming to the mixed arrangement of cells. Okay. Ten volt, 2 ohm, 4 volt, 1 ohm, 6 volt internal resistance is 1 ohm. It is of 2 ohm, 8 volt, 8 volt, 1 ohm, 1 ohm, 2 volt, and this resistance is again 2 ohm. Now you have to get the current across each arm of the circuit. Each arm of the given circuit we have to find the value of current, and these arms are grounded. So grounded potential has what? Zero potential. So this potential is 0. Here also potential is 0, 0 and 0. Now come to these points. Okay. These points are equipotential because the elements are connected in parallel. So you can connect this these lower ends with a conducting wire, and the lower end has potential what? 0 volt. So here potentials are equal. Here potential at this end is V. Here also potential is V, V, V and V. Okay. Since these all are in parallel. Okay. What we have to get? Find current in each arm of the given circuit. In each arm we have to get current, and suppose it is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. In 5 arms we have to get the value of current. So see, we come to the solution. Okay. The lower points are grounded to connect all the points. Okay. This may be connected with the conducting wire, and each point has 0 potential. This potential is 0 volt. It is 0, 0, 0, 0 and 0. Okay. Now see, this one is the arrangement of cells, mixed arrangement of cells. Okay, Now the circuit may be shown as this. This one is 1 arm, 10, internal resistance is what? 2. Now see, these two are in series. 10, 1 and 1, it is 2. Now see here, 2 and it is 8. Now see, 8 and 2 volt are opposing each other. That's why the resultant EMF is 8 minus 2, that is of 6 volt. Upper will be positive and the lower will be negative. It is 6 volt and internal resistance is what? 1 plus 1, that is of 2 ohm. Now the last arm has only a resistor and the resistance value we have what? 2 ohm. Okay. These points are equipotential. Now see, these cells are parallel. Now suppose the equivalent EMF of this arrangement is suppose equivalent. And what about the internal resistance equivalent? It is R equivalent. So see this part, these are cells connected in what? Parallel. Series वाले को हमने पहले ही solve कर लिया है. And the external resistance we have of 2 ohm. Okay. This external resistance has value 2 ohm. Now we may find easily the value of E equivalent and R equivalent. So using the formula of E equivalent, that is E1 by R1, E2 by R2 and so on, जो formula बताया था previous class में. Now it is E1 by R1. तो E1 by R1, that is T by 10 by 2 plus E2 by R2, that is again what? It is 4 and 6, 10 by 2. Next, now this LE has opposing EMF, that's why it will have the negative sign. Okay, so it is minus 8 and internal resistance here is what? 2. Now it has supportive nature, so plus 6 by 2. So it is sigma E by R divided by sigma 1 by R. So 1 by R1, so this resistance is 2. 1 by R2, it is 1 by 2. रेजिस्टेंसेस को, इक्विवेलेंट रेजिस्टेंस को कभी सब्ट्रैक्ट नहीं करते हैं, दीज आर ऑलवेज एडेड. ओके, तो इट इज अगेन 1 by 2 and E4 by R4, that is again 1 by 2. Now simplify it, what we get? 5 plus 5 10, 10 and 3 13 and 13 minus 4, that is 9 divided by, and it is 2. So 9 by 2 volt is the equivalent EMF for this circuit. Okay, now we come to the equivalent internal resistance for this circuit. So using the formula, it is 1 by R1, 1 by R2, 1 by R3. See, this one is the external resistance here. Okay, तो cells सिर्फ ये है, तो we have to take equivalent of the cells only. And 1 by 2, what we get? It is 1 by 2 ohm. Okay, so now we have the value of equivalent as well as what? R equivalent. Now what is the value of current? It is the external resistance R. Okay, now current is flowing like this. It is current. So what is current here? Current here is from the circuit equivalent by the equivalent resistance. Say these resistors are in series, so use the series formula. It is R plus R equivalent, that is 9 by 2 by what is R? It is 2 plus 1 by 2. So get the result, I is equal to that is 9 by 5. Okay, it is the current through the resistance of resistance of 2 ohm. यहाँ हमने current find कर लिया. It is the value of current. Okay, now we can easily calculate. Say here potential is what? This point has potential 0 volt and here also potential 0 volt. Here potential is V and here also potential is V. Now we can easily calculate the potential drop. Here potential drop across the resistance and potential across this point, which will be the potential at each upper point of the given circuit. What is the potential difference across the resistor? The potential difference across the external resistance is equal to I into R. What is the value of I? That is 9 by 5 into resistance we have 2 ohm, that is 3.6 volt. Here potential is what? 3.6 volt. Here also potential is. So at all the points potential we have what? 3.6 volt. Okay, it is also, and here also potential is what? 3.6 volt. Okay, so we get the value of current across 2 ohm. यहाँ हमने current find किया है. This current we have what? 1.8 ampere. Now we have to find current across these arms. Okay, now see how can we get current here. Now separately we take all the arms. This arm we have, it is 10 volt. Internal resistance we have 2 ohm. Here potential is 0 and here we have potential what? 3.6 volt. Okay, now suppose current here is I1. Okay, I1. Say this cell is in the discharging process because current is coming out of the positive terminal. Okay, now what is the value of I1? I1 is equal to potential difference. Okay, so although we have to go through the Kirchhoff's laws and their sign convention is necessary for this question, but logically हम इसको solve करते हैं. अभी आपका समझ में आ जाएगा. Okay, 3.6 volt here and 0 volt here. In absence of the 10 volt resistor, this source would be throwing the current in what direction? Downward direction. Okay, So, but in presence of source, 10 volt is throwing current in the upward direction, while the 3.6 volt is throwing current in the downward direction. That's why current here is 10. 10 has higher value, minus 3.6 divided by, what is the resistance here? That is 2. Okay, discharging process. In case of discharging process, what is the value of current? That is E minus V by R. That is E minus V, potential difference across the cell, divided by what? R. So what do you get? It is 6.4 by 2, that is 3.2 ampere. Similarly, you can get current across each arm of the given circuit. Okay, so now we come to the next part. Now we come to the next term. See, across this term current is I1. ये हमने फाइंड कर लिया. Okay, now we come to the second term. Suppose across this term current is I2. Okay, see, second term, equivalent EMF of the two cells is C6 plus 5. These are because supportive to each other, it is 10 volt. And what about the internal resistance? It is 1 plus 1, it is of 2. Again potential is 0, and here potential is what? 3.6 volt. So this one is also in the discharging process. So across this arm current is I2. I2 is again discharging में E minus V, that is 10 minus 3.6 divided by 2. What you get again? 3.2 ampere. Okay, now we come to the next term, third term. Current here is in this direction, that is I3. Okay, it is 2, potential is 3.6 volt, and here potential we have what? 8 volt, and here potential is 0 volt. See, both are throwing current in the downward direction. So here current in this arm is suppose I3. So these are of supportive nature. So this one is 8 plus 3.6 divided by what? 2. So what we get? 11.6 by 2, that is 5.8 ampere. Okay, so we get the value of what? I3. Now we have to get the value of what? I4. So we come to this result. Equivalent EMF we have what? 8 minus 2, that is of 6 volt. Okay, the equivalent internal resistance is 2 ohm, and here potential is 3.6 volt. Here potential is 0 volt. So these are of opposing nature. 3.6 is throwing current in the downward direction, while 6 volt is throwing current in the upward direction. So see, here current is suppose I4. Okay, then what is the value of I4? EMF difference is 6 minus 3.6 divided by internal resistance is what? 2. So what we get? I4 is equal to, that is 2.4 by 2, it is 1.2 ampere. In this way we get the value of what? Currents across the arms. Okay, so Now see, it is I3 is down, I4 and it is I4, and lastly I. In this current we have what? I. Okay. To check this result, we have to go to the Kirchhoff's junction law. We have to discuss it in the next classes. Okay. So current coming into the junction is I3 plus I plus I3, and going out of the junction are I1, I2 and I4. Okay. So we get this result I1, I plus I3. To see what is the value of I, that is 1.8 ampere, and what is the value of I3? I3 is 5.8. Okay. So this current we have what? 7.6 ampere. Now we come to I1, I2 and I4. So what is the value of I1? It is 3.2. What about I2? That is also 3.2, and I4 is 1.2. Adding we get the result. So see, Kirchhoff's junction law is satisfied. Total current coming into the junction is equal to the total current going out of the junction. Okay. So this one is a question based on the mixed arrangement of cells. One more question I am giving you for the homework. Okay. So using arrangement of cells, you can solve many difficult questions easily. Okay. But you will have to visualize the circuit. The cells are in series arrangement, parallel or the mixed arrangement. Okay. Now this question is for homework. Now this one is the question. 10 volt, 2 ohm, 2 ohm, 8 volt, 4 ohm, 4 volt, 1 ohm, 2 volt, 1 ohm, 4 volt, 1 ohm, 1 ohm, 2 volt, 1 ohm, 2 volt, 1 ohm, 6 volt. This one is of 6 ohm, and this resistance has value 3 ohm. Okay, and the lower ends are grounded. You have to find current across each arm of the given circuit. Okay, so you have to get current across each arm of this given circuit. So again, lower ends will be connected. Now the arrangement is what? The arrangement of cells. From this part, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 5 cell arrangements which are in parallel, and 2 resistors in parallel with them. So you can easily solve this question. Okay, use the concepts which we have discussed earlier for arrangement of cells. Okay, now we come to the equivalent resistance. Okay, now come to the next part, resistors arrangement. Okay, firstly we come to the series arrangement of resistors. Say in case of series arrangement, all the elements are connected with a single conducting wire. Current across each resistor will be equal, and potential drops will be different, which will be equal to the algebraic sum of all the potentials. So see, we have number of resistors Suppose we consider only 2 resistors here. One is R1 and the other one is R2. These are connected in series. Here supplied potential is V, and here potential is what? There is a potential difference of V between the ends of the conductor. Now we have to draw a potential position graph for the circuit. Current flows from higher potential end to the lower potential end. Here potential will be IR1 and here potential will be what? It is IR2. Since I is equal, hence V depends on what? The value of R. Here V is directly proportional to R. Okay. So if R1 is greater than R2, if say R1 is greater than R2, it implies that potential drop across the resistance R1 will be greater than V2, and if R1 is less than R2, in that case V1 is less than V2, and third case, if R1 is equal to R2, in that case V1 will be equal to what? V2. So now we have to draw a potential position graph for this arrangement. It is position X, it is potential position graph. So at this end we have potential what? 0. Okay, and at this end we have potential V. Okay, potential difference between the two ends P1 and P2. Suppose this end is P1 and this end is P2, that is what? Potential difference is VV minus 0, that is V. Now see, this one is the resistor part, similarly this one is the resistor part. Okay, so now we have to draw the potential position graph for the circuit. Okay, to see, up to this end potential is constant. Okay, because this one is pure conductor respective to this resistor, here resistance is negligible, and if resistance is negligible, then potential difference between these 2 points is negligible. That's why potential from this end to the resistor left end is uniform. Okay, now current always from higher potential into the lower potential. That means if we are moving towards right, the across the resistor potential is decreasing. Okay, higher potential into the lower potential end, so here potential is decreasing. Okay, right. Now from this end to this end potential again is constant. Okay, now again across R2 current flows from high to low. It is high, it is low, it is high, it is what? Low. So again potential will drop, and here potential is 0. That's why at this point also potential is 0. So potential decreases from high to low. Now it is 0 and it is again what? 0. So you get this result. So it is the potential position graph for this resistors arrangement. Okay, with cell also, after doing Kirchhoff's law, we will discuss the potential position graph. Now if we consider the circuit like this, it is the same circuit we have. Now what happens, now these are two points P1 and P2. Here resistance is R1 and here resistance is what? R2. Now again we have to draw the potential position graph. Now at this point potential is suppose 2V, and point P2 potential is what? V. Then see again the potential difference between P1 and P2 is what? V. Now we have to draw the graph, Vx graph again. Again we have to draw the Vx graph. Okay, now the higher potential end at point P1 potential is what? 2V, and at P2 potential is what? V. So suppose this potential we have what? V. Okay, now see, this point has potential V, this point has also potential V. Now start from here. Similarly, high to low, high to low. Again, now graph is like this. Okay, this total graph has been shifted in the upward direction. Okay, now again we consider, now see this gap we have what? This gap we have V1, and what about this gap? This gap is V2. So what is the potential difference between the ends? That is V minus 0, that is equal to V1 plus V2. So from the diagram we have V is equal to V1 plus V2. So in case of series arrangement, currents are equal while potential drops are different, and algebraic sum of potential drops is equal to what? The supplied potential. See here also, this gap is V1, and what about this gap? This gap is V2. So what is V1 plus V2? So here V1 plus V2 is equal to potential difference between these two ends. What is the result here? That is 2V minus V. 2V minus V. So again we get V is equal to V1 plus V2. Okay. We come to one more graph. Again we consider the registers R1 and R2 only. This resistance we have R1 and this resistance we have what? R2. Okay. Now at this end potential is suppose minus V. Okay, and here potential will be what? When here it is minus V, then the result here potential difference would be what? V minus 0. Okay, so suppose here it is minus V by 2. Okay, or you may consider minus V. Minus V. Then what should be potential here? Suppose it is X. So potential difference between them is again what? V. So minus V minus X, we have what? 0. So X is equal to, we have what? Minus V. Okay, so here also we have potential what? Minus V. Now potential difference between them is what? That is 0. Okay, now we should have a potential of what? We have to produce a potential here of potential difference V here. Okay, so here if the result is minus V, then here result will be what? Minus 2V. Supplied potential we have to what? Take minus V only. Okay, so now potential difference between them minus V minus of minus 2V, we get what? V. Now we have to draw the graph again, potential and position graph. Okay, okay, so I have to start from minus V now. So it is minus V and come to what? Minus 2V. Suppose this end it is minus 2V. So for this end here potential is minus 2V and minus 2V. Okay, now here potentials are equal. Here potential drops from higher potential end to lower potential end. Okay, now here potential is constant, again it drops and comes to this point. Okay, now it is the potential position graph for the arrangement. Okay, so now again see, across this resistor potential is what? This result is V1, and across the second resistor the potential drop is what? V2. Now what is the potential drop? V1 plus V2. Supplied potential, that must be equal to what? The supplied potential. So what is the potential difference here between these 2 points? That is minus V minus of minus 2V here. Okay, so this gap is what? 2V minus V, that is V. That's why we say potential drop sum is always equal to what? The supplied potential. So here also the supplied potential is V. Okay, so these are some potential position graph for the 2 resistor series register arrangement. Okay, now you may draw the graph for n registers also which are connected in series. Okay, now we come to the series arrangement of registers, and we have to find the equivalent resistance of the circuit using the series arrangement. Okay, now suppose n registers are connected in series. It is R1, R2 and so on up to Rn. These are n registers connected in series. Current here is I, here also current is I, and here also current is I. Currents are equal while potential drops are different. Here the arrangement is suppose connected with the source of potential V and the circuit is closed. Okay, now current coming into the circuit is going out of the circuit. Okay, now here potential drop is suppose V1, here potential drop is V2 and across the nth register potential drop is Vn. यहाँ हमने graphically ये verify कर लिया है कि the potential difference between the ends of the circuit will be equal to the algebraic sum of all the potentials across the elements. Okay, now see the supplied potential. First point, currents are equal. Okay, and the next point, potential drops across the registers are different. Okay, and algebraic sum of potentials is equal to the supplied potential. So supplied potential is V, that will be equal to V1 plus V2 and so on up to what? Vn. That is suppose equation 1. Okay, now see if equivalent resistance of this arrangement is suppose R, suppose equivalent resistance for this arrangement is R. R is what here? It is the equivalent resistance of the circuit. Supply we have V and current flowing through this resistor is I. Then from Ohm's law, we have V is equal to IR. Okay, now see we have to get the result in V itself because the first equation is in terms of V only. Okay, so similarly we may write V1 is equal to IR1, V2 is equal to IR2 and so on. Vn is equal to IRn. Okay, now putting all the results in equation 1, now putting all values in equation 1. Okay, what do you get? For V we have IR, that is equal to IR1 IR2 and so on IRN. So we get the result R is equal to R1 plus R2 and so on up to what? Rn. It is the equivalent resistance of this arrangement. Okay. So if resistors are connected in series, then that one's the value of equivalent resistance. Now see, R is greater than any resistance, that means R will be greater than R1, R2 and so on up to what? Rn. Here R is greater than R1, R2 and so on up to what? Rn. Okay. So this one is the series arrangement of cells. Okay. And V is directly proportional to R. Okay. So across any resistor, potential drop is what? Vi is equal to I into Ri, like V1 is equal to IR1, V2 is equal to IR2 and so on. Okay. Now before coming to arrangement of cells, we come to one more graph. It is of 10 volt and it is of 4 volt. This one is one resistance, it is R1, and this one is the other resistance, that is what? R2, and both the sides are connected with ground. The grounded potential is what? 0. Okay. Now we have to draw potential position graph for this circuit. Okay. So it is potential position. This is end has potential 0, and again the first end has potential what? 0. Now see, 0 volt, because this one is nearly pure conductor of negligible resistance, that's why potential is 0 here also. Here potential is 0. Okay. Now say potential increasing from 0 volt to 10 volt, because potential difference is 10 volt between the ends of the cell, terminals of the cell. So this difference we have of 10 volt. This difference is 10 volt. Okay. Now this one is nearly pure conductor with respect to this resistance. So from this end to this end potential is constant, that is what? 10 volt. Here it is 10 volt. Okay. Now current always flows from, see current, it is higher potential, it is lower potential, so current will flow towards right. So current always flow from higher potential into the lower potential, and so across this resistance potential is what? Decreasing. Okay. Now again potential here is constant. Now again potential will drop. Okay, now potential here is what, 4 volt. That's why here also potential is 4 volt, so it will drop to 4 volt. Okay, so this result is of 4 volt. Okay, now here potential is constant. Now here potential drops from 4 volt to 0 volt because it is grounded. It is 0 volt. Here also it is 0 volt. It drops to 0 volt, and again it is constant. It is 0. So now see here, this potential difference we have IR1, that is V1. What is V1? IR1. And here potential difference we have V2. What about V2? Sorry, here V2 is equal to what? IR2. And what is this gap? What is the potential difference between V1, potential difference across the resistors, combined potential difference, that is V1 plus V2. And from this graph, this V1 plus V2 is this gap. This gap is 10 minus 4, that is what? 6 volt. That is 10 minus 4, it is equal to 6 volt. That means IR1 plus IR2 here is 6 volt, 6 units. Okay, if resistances are defined, then you may easily get the value of what? Current flowing through the circuit. Okay, so in the next class we'll move to arrangement of cells and mixed arrangement of resistors, mixed arrangement of resistors, and some more questions based on what the arrangement. कैपेसिटर्स एंड रजिस्टर्स अरेंजमेंट पे मैंने काफ़ी क्वेश्चंस किए हैं, ठीक है हमने, ठीक है। तो आगे नेक्स्ट क्लास में और भी थोड़े ढंग के क्वेश्चंस करेंगे, तो प्लीज़ रिवाइज द सर्किट्स इन कैपेसिटर। ओके, थैंक यू।